Today, we're diving into the delightful world of strawberries, one of the most cherished and versatile fruits in the garden. Beloved for their sweet flavor and vibrant red color, strawberries are not just a delicious treat, but are also packed with vitamins and antioxidants. In this video, we'll guide you through the exciting process of planting and growing strawberries. Whether you have a spacious garden or a small balcony, you'll find that growing strawberries can be surprisingly easy and incredibly rewarding. Embarking on the journey of planting strawberries begins with an appreciation of the charm and characteristics of these beloved plants. Strawberries, members of the Fragaria genus, enchant gardeners and food lovers with their vibrant red berries and ground-hugging growth. Perennial by nature, strawberry plants promise a sweet bounty for several years, though their most fruitful production typically occurs within the first few years. Delving into the world of strawberry varieties, we find ourselves amidst a diversity that caters to different gardening needs and preferences. June-bearing strawberries, known for their bountiful yield, produce a substantial crop in late spring or early summer. They're the go-to choice for those looking to harvest a large number of berries at once, perfect for jam making or large-scale freezing. Ever-bearing strawberries, despite their name, offer a pattern of multiple harvests spread across the growing season, usually presenting themselves in early summer, midsummer, and again in early fall. These berries may be smaller in size compared to the June-bearing type, but their extended harvesting period is a definite draw. Then there are the day-neutral strawberries, independent of daylight length, capable of producing fruit continuously through the growing season. They thrive in temperatures ranging from 35 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, or 1.6 to 29.4 degrees Celsius, and are ideal for those seeking a steady trickle of berries, though they typically yield fewer berries overall compared to their June-bearing counterparts. Selecting the right type of strawberry plant involves a consideration of your local climate and how you plan to enjoy the fruits of your labor. June-bearing varieties suit colder climates and large, singular harvests, while ever-bearing and day-neutral types are more apt for milder climates and regular, albeit smaller, berry collections. Strawberries generally favor temperate climates and are lovers of the sun, requiring a generous amount of daily sunlight for the best growth and fruit production. A spot in your garden basking in 6 to 8 hours of sunlight is an ideal stage for these plants. As for planting, the timing varies with climate conditions and the strawberry type. Early spring is usually the prime planting time in most regions, post the last frost. Warmer climates present an opportunity for late fall planting, giving the plants a chance to establish through the winter months. Understanding the types and preferences of strawberry plants lays a solid foundation for your foray into growing these delightful fruits. Whether you desire a substantial harvest for preservation or a continuous supply for fresh consumption, there's a strawberry variety that aligns with your gardening ambitions and climatic conditions. When it comes to growing strawberries successfully, much depends on where and how you plant them. The location and soil quality play pivotal roles in determining how well your strawberry plants will thrive and how bountiful your harvest will be. Selecting the right spot in your garden for strawberries is all about finding the sunniest patch. These plants love sunlight, and for the juiciest and most flavorful berries, they need exposure to full sun for at least 6 to 8 hours a day. The more sunlight they receive, the better their fruit production. If your garden is partially shaded, try to at least ensure that the strawberries get the morning sun, which is gentler and can be less stressful for the plants. Moving on to soil preparation, strawberries favor well-draining, fertile soil. They don't do well in areas where water stands, as this can lead to root rot and other fungal diseases. If your garden has heavy or clay-like soil, you can improve its structure and drainage by incorporating organic matter like compost, well-rotted manure, or peat moss. This addition not only enhances soil drainage, but also boosts its nutrient content, which is essential for healthy strawberry plants. The pH level of the soil is another aspect to consider. Strawberries prefer slightly acidic to neutral soil with a pH ranging from 5.5 to 7.0. If you're unsure about your soil's pH level, it's worth conducting a soil test using a kit available at most garden centers. Adjusting the soil pH can be done with lime to raise it or sulfur to lower it, depending on the test results. When preparing the soil, make sure to clear it of weeds, stones, and other debris. This not only provides a clean slate for planting, but also reduces competition and potential for pests and diseases. Tilling the soil to a depth of about 8-12 inches is ideal, as this loosens it, allowing strawberry roots to penetrate and spread easily. With the right location chosen and the soil perfectly prepared, your garden is now set to become a haven for strawberry plants. Having selected the ideal location and prepared the soil, it's time to plant your strawberry plants, a step that sets the stage for a season of growth and eventual harvest. The best time to plant strawberries varies by climate, but generally, early spring is ideal. This timing allows the plants to establish themselves before the heat of summer. In regions with milder winters, planting in late fall can also be effective, as the cooler temperatures allow for strong root development without the stress of summer heat. When it comes to planting, you can start with either bare root strawberry plants or potted plants. If using bare root plants, soak the roots in water for an hour before planting to rehydrate them. This ensures a better start when they are put in the ground. Dig holes large enough to accommodate the roots of each strawberry plant. The depth is crucial. The crown of the plant, where the roots meet the stem, should be at the soil surface. Planting too deep can cause the plant to rot, while planting too shallow can dry out the roots. Space the plants about 24 inches apart, with rows spaced about 4 feet apart. This spacing allows ample room for the plants to grow and spread. It also ensures adequate air circulation, which is key in preventing fungal diseases. Gently place each plant in its hole. Spread the roots outwards and cover them with soil. Be careful not to bury the crown. Once all the plants are in the ground, water them thoroughly to settle the soil around the roots and eliminate any air pockets. In the weeks following planting, keep the soil moist but not waterlogged. Consistent moisture is important for the establishment of new plants. As the plants start to grow, remove any blossoms that appear during the first 6 to 8 weeks. This might seem counterintuitive, but it encourages the plants to focus their energy on establishing strong roots rather than producing fruit immediately. After successfully planting your strawberries, it's time to focus on the care and maintenance that will ensure the health and productivity of your plants. Strawberries require consistent moisture to develop properly, especially when they are establishing and during the fruiting period. Aim for about 1 inch of water per week, more in extremely hot or dry conditions. It's vital to keep the soil moist but not waterlogged, as strawberries are susceptible to root rot. Drip irrigation or soaker hoses are ideal for strawberries, as they deliver water directly to the soil, keeping the leaves and fruit dry and reducing the risk of fungal diseases. Mulching is a beneficial practice for strawberry plants. It helps maintain soil moisture, keeps roots cool, and prevents weed growth. Straw is a common mulch for strawberries, hence their name. Apply a layer of straw or pine needles around your plants, being careful not to cover the crowns. Mulching also protects the strawberries from direct contact with the soil, keeping them clean and reducing the risk of rot or disease. Keeping your strawberry bed weed-free is important, as weeds compete with the plants for nutrients and water. Regular weeding also improves air circulation, which is key to keeping your plants healthy. Hand weeding is often the best approach, as it allows for careful removal of weeds without disturbing the strawberry plant's shallow roots. Strawberries benefit from fertilization, but the timing and type of fertilizer are crucial. Avoid high nitrogen fertilizers, as they can lead to excessive leaf growth at the expense of fruit production. After planting, wait until you see growth before applying a balanced fertilizer. An additional application of a phosphorus-rich fertilizer can be beneficial when the plants start to bloom, as it encourages fruit development. Strawberries can attract several pests like slugs, snails, and aphids, and can be affected by diseases such as powdery mildew and fruit rot. Regular inspections of your plants can help you catch any issues early. Use organic or recommended treatments for any pests or diseases. Implementing companion planting, such as growing borage or marigolds nearby, can also help repel certain pests. As your strawberries begin to fruit, they can become a tempting treat for birds and small mammals. To protect your harvest, consider using bird netting or fencing around your strawberry bed. In colder regions, strawberries need protection during the winter months. Once the plants are dormant, cover them with a layer of straw or mulch to protect them from freezing temperatures and frost heat. Strawberries are usually ready to harvest about 4 to 6 weeks after blossoming. The perfect time to pick the fruit is when it's fully red, without any white or green spots, and comes off the stem easily. The berries should be plump and firm, with a shiny surface. It's best to harvest strawberries in the morning when they are still cool. When picking strawberries, be gentle. Grasp the stem above the berry between your thumb and forefinger, and pull with a slight twisting motion. Leaving the caps on the strawberries can extend their shelf life. Harvest regularly to encourage the plants to produce more fruit. For the best flavor, consume the strawberries soon after picking, as they are freshest and most flavorful at this point. If you're not eating them immediately, store them in a cool place, ideally in the refrigerator, but be sure to eat them within a few days. After your strawberry plants have finished fruiting, it's important to care for them properly to ensure their health for the next season. Begin by removing any old, yellow, or diseased leaves to encourage new growth and improve air circulation. This also helps reduce the risk of diseases. If you have June-bearing strawberries, consider renovating your beds after harvesting by thinning out the plants and weeding thoroughly. This rejuvenates the plants and prepares them for next year's crop. Strawberry plants typically remain productive for about 3 years. After that, their productivity declines, and it might be time to replace them. Keep an eye on the health of your plants and the quality of your harvest each year to determine if it's time for new plants. For ever-bearing and day-neutral varieties, you may need to trim off runners or stolons to keep the plant's energy focused on fruit production rather than spreading. However, if you wish to propagate new plants, you can let some runners develop and root them in nearby soil. Winter care is essential, especially in colder climates. After the plants have gone dormant, usually after a few frosts, apply a layer of straw or mulch to protect them from freezing temperatures. Remove this protective layer in the spring when the threat of frost has passed. Here are 8 tips to sum up your strawberry planting experience. Selecting the right strawberry variety is crucial. Consider your climate, space, and how you plan to use the strawberries. Whether you want a large harvest at once or a continuous supply throughout the season, there's a variety that suits your needs. Before planting, consider testing your soil. This can give you a good idea of what amendments it may need for optimal strawberry growth. Strawberries thrive in slightly acidic soil, so adjusting the pH level accordingly can make a big difference. Avoid the temptation to overcrowd your strawberries. Proper spacing is key to healthy plants and a good harvest. Crowded plants struggle to compete for light, water, and nutrients and are more prone to diseases and pests. Overwatering can be just as harmful as underwatering. Ensure your strawberries receive enough water, but also that they have good drainage. Consistent moisture is important, but soggy soil can lead to problems. Consider companion planting to enhance your strawberry garden. Certain plants can help deter pests and improve soil conditions. For example, borage can improve strawberry health and flavor, while marigolds can help keep harmful pests away. Regularly check your strawberry plants for signs of pests or diseases. Early detection can prevent minor issues from becoming major problems. Remove any affected plants or parts of plants to keep the rest of your patch healthy. Gardening is a practice of patience and observation. Watch how your strawberries grow and adapt your care based on their needs. Each season is an opportunity to learn and improve. Most importantly, enjoy the process and the fruits of your labor. There's something incredibly satisfying about eating strawberries you've grown yourself. Whether fresh, in jams, or in desserts, they're a reward for your hard work and dedication.